alongside Google Vice President Vint Cerf and AT&T CEO Randall Stephenson, Cook attended a closed-door summit held by President Obama on August 8, 2013 in regard to the government surveillance and the internet in the wake of the Edward Snowden NSA incident. On February 4th, 2014, Cook met with Abdullah Gül, the president of Turkey, in Ankara to discuss the company's involvement in the Faith Project. In the first quarter of 2014, Apple reported sales of 51 million iPhones and 26 million iPads, becoming all-time quarterly sales records. It also experienced a significant year-over-the-year increase in Mac sales. This was contrasted with a significant drop in iPod sales. In May 2014, company confirmed its intent to acquire Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iov's audio company Beats Electronics, producer of the Beats by Dr. Dre line of headphones and speaker products, and operator of the music streaming service Beats Music, for $3 billion, and sell their products through Apple's retail outlets and resellers.
Leaving no room for them.
Iovine believed that Beats had always belonged with Apple, as the company modeled itself after Apple's unmatched ability to marry culture and technology. The accusation was the largest purchase in Apple's history. Apple was at the top of Interbrand's annual Best Global Brands report for 6 consecutive years: 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018, with valuation of $214.48 billion. In January 2016, it was announced that 1 billion Apple devices were in active use worldwide. On May 2016, Apple Incorporated invested a $1 billion in DiDi, a Chinese transportation network company. The information reported in October 2016 that Apple had taken a board seat in DiDi Chuxing, a move that James Vincent of The Verge speculated could be a strategic company decision by Apple to get closer to the automobile industry, particularly DiDi Chuxing's reported interest in self-driving cars. On June 6, 2016, Fortune released Fortune 500, their list of companies ranked on revenue generation.
There's a new version.
In the trailing fiscal year 2015, Apple appeared on the list of the top tech company.
I am so
It ranked third overall with $233 billion in revenue.
Really?
This represents a movement upward of 2 spots from the previous year's list. On April 6, 2017, Apple launched Clips, an app that allowed iPad and iPhone users to make edit short videos with text graphics and effects. The app provides a way to produce short videos and share with other users on the Messages app, Instagram, Facebook, and other social media networks. Apple also introduced live titles for Clips that allows users to add live animated captions and titles using their voice. In May 2017, Apple refreshed 2 of its website designs. Their public relations Apple Press Info website was changed to an Apple Newsroom site, featuring a greater emphasis on imagery and therefore lower information density, and combines press releases, news items, and photos. Its Apple leadership overview of company executives was also refreshed, adding a simpler layout with a prominent header image and 2-column text fields. 9to5Mac noted the design similarities to several of Apple's redesigned apps in iOS 10, particularly its Apple Music and News software.
The starting price of only
In June
$800.
2017, Apple announced the HomePod,
Charger's
its smart
$500,
speaker aimed to
but the
compete
adapter's
against
only
Sonos
$200,
Google Home
and then it's
and
$1,300
Amazon
for household
Echo.
AirPods, but considering
Towards the end
perks
of
and
the
features
year,
that it has,
TechCrunch reported that Apple was
Apple.
acquiring
So,
Shazam, a company
you're right.
specializing in
We
music,
can't just slap a logo on a
TV,
chip and you'll
film,
have
and
it. It's
advertising
crazy.
recognition.
We can
The
do whatever we
accusation
want,
was
dude.
confirmed a few days later, reportedly costing Apple $400 million, with media reports noting that the
Okay, it's
purchase
giveaway time.
looked
Look at the
like
screen.
a move
It's
by
Meaning
Apple
you can
to
see
get
your
the
reflection.
data to
Right.
get the data
Look
to
here.
get data and
Are you watching this
tools
video with AirPods in?
bolster its
No?
Apple Music streaming
Yeah, probably not.
services.
But don't worry.
Streaming service.
If you
The
want
purchase was
AirPods,
approved by
actually,
EU
AirPods
later in
Pro, all you gotta
2018.
do is like
In
this
June
video,
2017,
subscribe to my
Apple
channel,
appointed Jamie
follow me on Instagram at Bob
Ehrlicht
Lopez,
and Zach
DM me
Van
saying you want
Amberg
AirPods.
to
And
head
that's it. Happy New
the
Year's. New
newly
videos coming really
formed
soon. Let's get
worldwide
it.
video
AirPods,
unit.
these could be yours.
In November 2017, Apple announced it was branching out into original scripted programming, a drama series starring Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, and a reboot of the anthology series Amazing Stories with Steven Spielberg. In June 2018, Apple signed the Writers Guild of America's Minimum Basic Agreement and Oprah Winfrey to a multi-year content partnership. Additional partnerships for original series include Sesame Workshop and DHX Media and its subsidiary Peanuts Worldwide, as well as a partnership with A24 to curate original films. As of January 2019, Apple has ordered 21 television series and 1 film. There are 5 series in development at Apple. On June 5th, 2018, Apple deprecated OpenGL and OpenGL ES across all operating systems and urged developers to use Metal instead. In August 2018, Apple purchased Aconia Holographics for its augmented reality goggle lens. On February 14th, 2019, Apple acquired Data Tiger for its digital marketing technology. On January 29th, 2019, Apple reported its first decline in revenues and profits in a decade. In February 2019, they bought conversational computing company Pullstring, formerly ToyTalk. On July 25th, 2019, Apple and Intel announced an agreement for Apple to acquire the smartphone modem business of Intel Mobile Communications for US $1 billion. And there's the history of Apple. How did it become so popular? Well, let's be real. I'll say this. It's probably because of their iProducts, their iOS products. You know, like iPhone, iPod, and iPad. And the Apple Watch as well. And their iMacs and their MacBooks. They are also very popular, and a lot of people have been using them. Sure, Microsoft may have passed them, but Apple's MacBooks and their iMacs are still very popular, and a lot of people use them. Anyways, that is it for today's video. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!